Hey everyone, I'm Sam Ray, and that's right, I bought my younger brother a TAG Heuer for his birthday. Before we continue, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell icon for more videos. It really helps the channel grow and for me to be able to produce more videos more often. Wristwatch check, I'm wearing my Seiko SRPC 91, the Save the Ocean Turtle. I'll probably do a full review on this watch in particular later. My first dive watch. So it was the beginning of 2020 before the lockdown started. I wanted to give my younger brother something special for his 21st birthday, just as an important milestone in his life. At this time also, he served in the US Coast Guard, so I wanted to get him something that he could wear while in uniform, as well as, beat up, something that he could really take diving. So I was looking for a dive watch in that category because of what he does in his job. So in his job, he has worn dive suits. He swam in both the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean in frigid cold waters. So yeah, getting him something that can take a beating, but also something that he could possibly wear in a suit and tie would be a win. So why TAG Heuer? Man, I'm gonna get so much hate in the comments from the true watch enthusiasts. Again, this was before I knew anything about watches, about movements, brands, sizes, anything like that. There was still a lot I had yet to learn. However, but what did inspire me was watching producer Michael's videos at the time of him flat out buying watches for people that he knows, for Adam Swords, for all the people that's helped him in his career, helped him succeed. Producer Michael has also done a bunch of videos on all of his watches, his whole entire watch collection. So check out those videos in the description below. It was these videos that inspired me to buy watches for friends and family, for gifts, for holidays, for birthdays in the first place. So I was scrolling through Amazon, figuring out exactly what watch to buy for my younger brother. But for some reason, this TAG Heuer Formula 1 was the one that stood out most to me. To me, something about this watch screamed, this is my younger brother. As in, if my younger brother was reincarnated as a watch, it would be this one. Before we get into the pros and cons about this watch, let's go over all the specs. So yeah, this is a TAG Heuer Formula 1. This is reference WAZ1110.BA0875. So this is a Swiss quartz movement. More about that in a bit. It has a stainless steel case size of 41 millimeters, 20 millimeter lugs, 16 millimeter case thickness. This does in fact have a sapphire crystal, so that's a win. Very scratch resistant. This watch has a date complication at the 3 o'clock. It is water resistance at 200 meters, so that's what I was looking for my brother. This is a dive style watch, so it has a unidirectional rotating bezel that's coated in a black titanium carbide coating. It has a screw down crown, which is also signed with the TAG Heuer logo. So overall, good dimensions, and it does fit his personality. I also got the one with the stainless steel oyster style bracelet for him, as opposed to the one with the rubber bracelet that they also have. So the dimensions of this Formula 1 are both functional and aesthetically pleasing. The dial layout has a very sporty style that reminds me of the Rolex Explorer, more so the reference 214-270 instead of the Explorer 14270. That one is in a different ballpark, I feel. Ugh, I'm gonna get a flash mob at my house. There's a whole bunch of angry people saying, "How dare you compare a TAG Heuer Formula 1 to a Rolex Explorer? Rah!" Alright, so by sporty, I mean this TAG Heuer reminds me of what I imagine American basketball players and football players would wear. Not as a negative connotation, but that's the kind of theme I get from these two watches. Something about this layout, for example, the font used on the bezel, as well as the 6 and the 12. Just shout out, look at me, I'm here, I'm bold. Also, it doesn't help that the TAG Heuer logo looks like the NFL logo. Both the shield and the styling of both logos just look identical. I mean, when I showed my younger brother this watch, he said, wait, that looks like the NFL logo. So pros and cons of this watch. To me, I like to hear the bad first and then end on a good note. So let's do that. So when I bought this watch for my younger brother, again, this was a time when I didn't know too much about watches. So I only knew the tip of the iceberg going into this hobby. So yeah, I wish I did some homework. So cons, this is the Swiss quartz version. There is the automatic version. I kind of wish I got in that one. You know, quartz movements, they are accurate. They need lithium ion batteries. They're the ones that go tick, tick, tick. As opposed to automatic watches where you wind them, you have to wear them more often, and they have that smooth sweeping motion. This of course depends on the caliper and the power reserves that deliver the VPH or vibrations per hour. Some watches have a longer power reserve, such as 80 hours of power reserves, like my Hamilton Khaki automatic. So it's more of a compromise. Sometimes more of the power reserve, the less VPH, so the less smooth it looks. So yeah, you can have a watch that has 80 hours of power reserves but has 21,600 VPH. Or some watches have a lower power reserve of like say 40 or 50 hours but have a higher VPH. However, this means that you have to either wear these watches way more often or you have to wind them. And then once the power reserve goes out completely, then you have to set the time again and figure that out and wind it. But this does make having an automatic watch more satisfying, and it just makes the day feel more of like an event. So pros, this is a quartz watch. Wait, how can this be a pro and a con? The reason that this is both is that quartz watches are more accurate. They're the most reliable when telling time. Even though they run out of battery, and batteries eventually die once every 3 or 5 years, depends on the watch size. So you don't have to worry until your watch dies the next day, unless that's the day your watch dies. But yeah, this watch is very reliable for my younger brother, especially for what he does in his job. You know, it's a dive watch, it's stainless steel, sapphire crystal, and this is a watch my brother can wear while in uniform and to almost any other occasion. Or he can wear it in his ripped jeans and no t-shirt as he does when he's going snowboarding. Go check out his Instagram, link in the description. All right, for this part, you guys are gonna come with me. We're gonna take my dog for a walk. Do you wanna go on a walk? Good boy. Good boy. That's a good doggo. Odin, come. Come on. My dog doesn't listen. So I'm just glad I was able to buy my younger brother this watch in the first place. So that's what I'm most proud of. You know, it's reliable, it'll help him for his job, and hopefully it'll get him in the hobby as well. The one thing about it is it's been a year since I got it, and he hasn't worn it since I got it for him. Not that he doesn't like it, it's just that the bracelet doesn't fit him. Still to this day, links need to be removed. That's why I finally got a watch toolkit. Watch toolkits are definitely a need when you're getting into this hobby. But if I had to do it again, knowing what I know now, I'd probably get him a Seiko Turtle. I get him the full black version of this, the SRP 777, the Seiko Turtle. Or I get him a SKX. Also, I probably would have got him the Orient Kamasu. That's kind of similar in size to this TAG Heuer. Or I would have gone the extra mile and gotten him the automatic version of the TAG Heuer Formula 1. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys liked it. Feedback's definitely appreciated. Thank you for 150 subscribers and more videos coming every Saturday. Next week, we'll talk about what watches you can wear in uniform. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.